Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. See, I've been working on this game, fighting game, for a long time. I can't remember when I started, if I even started it at all. Every end of the game is another begun, you see? Mechanical hands are the ruler of everything. I've gone mad, and this is how. No. We are not doing the video essay thing. I'm getting straight into it. In December 2022, I thought I would make a fighting game. How long could it take? Now, for some context, I had never even played a fighting game. I have watched gameplay of stuff like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, but I never actually played one. So that was already a pretty good start. So I sat and pondered, what should my fighting game be about? Well, fighting, obviously, but what type of fighting game? You have the original Mortal Kombat way, two dudes fighting each other on a rope, or the Tekken way, two dudes fighting in an arena and they can move around. I decided that I didn't want to take this project to be too complicated and that I shouldn't spend too much time on it, so I chose the first option. Like every good weapons deal, a good story sells the product. For many moons, I thought about what the story should be. A few ideas came to mind, but many of them were not written down. In fact, I can't find any of my notes about the story. They're all just a burning memory. Point being, the game doesn't have a story yet, but I'm binge watching a lot of writing advice, so I'll cook something eventually. Also, color palette? What is that? Nah, I'm sure the equivalent of LSD or the same colorfulness of a shadow will be enough. I really regret this decision, because I had to learn about color theory anyway for the character design, and some basic color palette generator would have been just so helpful. Alright, anything else? Nope. Don't even have a design document, which is very cool. Totally don't need that. I'm sure that will not cause any problems in the future. It really wouldn't have been that hard to make some basic notes on the features and how they interact and why they're a good idea. Nah, I'll just keep all those things in my noggin. It's not like that's going to lead to a spaghetti-like structure of the game. Foreshadowing is a narrative device in which... Right, so let's hop on Unity and make the basics. Alright, let's just add the... and give him some glasses so we know where he's looking at. And there we go, we got ourselves a fancy looking brick. Now let me hack into the mainframe, carry the quaternion and store that as an input, and bada bim, we got movement. Oh, whoops, I carried the quaternion instead of dropping it. And there we go, working as intended. A bit stiff, but we'll work on that later. Alright, let's quickly make some crouching, some jumping, and attacks, and boom, we have the main character's basic mechanics down. And that only took... Oh my god, what the hell? What? How could it have been 3 months? I haven't done anything. Okay, maybe this is just my inexperience. Yeah, that's it. Let's make the main character have a body. So because this game is made to be played on a keyboard and the player will have a lot of attacks, we'll do a check to see what the player inputs are when an attack happens. So if, for example, player will hold down the S key when they punch, they'll do this. But then you may run into issues. Like for example, what if the player is midair, or stunned, or any other state you could possibly be in? Yeah, it can get a bit complicated. So you can just add like a billion checks and conditions, whip up some default attacks, and then you can fix the issue. That's pretty easy to follow, right? So let's make some animations, polish the old ones, and add a bit of delay, and... No. Why? How can it have been 6 months? These are the world's most simplistic looking animations and it took me this long to make them? Okay, let's just import them into Unity. And yeah, there it is. There he is, he's moving, he's jumping, he's doing all the stuff, yeah. Well, at least I have the player down. Well, the basics of the player down, so I think we should move on to the enemy. Enemies are going to be controlled by a subsystematic AI, which means we'll have multiple scripts that make up this complex. We'll have a script that makes the AI walk towards the player, and in another script we can check to see if the AI can attack. If the enemy is within a certain radius of the player, then it can start blasting. So we can just stack this idea until we create a web that works like a well-oiled machine. So let's hop into Unity and make this thing. Let's quickly make it move, Now blocking, which is just a check at the timer. And now the piece de resistance, attacking. That's gonna be handled by the Unity animation event system. That doesn't really roll up the tongue like the Unity particle system. This function just makes sure that a thing happens whenever a certain point in an animation is reached. So I can have an animation event at the end to mark it as the end of the animation and to roll the chance to make another attack. Oh yeah, I also mentioned so that the AI just picks a random attack from a list. Maybe it's time to actually give the enemy a body. But what should he look like? Oh look, a funny meme. Fuck it, doctor-themed enemy. What name should he have? Harm Assist. I don't know where I heard that. I think it was a Russian battery video? Like an old R6 video. Honestly, I have no idea, but I don't take credit for anything, because that is 100% going to bag me in the backfire. Right, I got off track. Make the model, texture it, break the skeleton, cook up some animations, and... there it is. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. So I think we should talk about how this project is absolutely plagued with bugs. From minor things like the characters experiencing the infinite void of the abyss to this. The game is pretty fucked. This is something I would fight with constant. If I learned something during this project, is that a game development is like a constantly duplicating whack-a-mole. Every time you hit a mole, 2 more appear. Hey buddy, how's it going? Yeah. Alright, the AI is attacking, that's really good. Our only problem is that currently the AI is picking an attack at random, and then it passes a check, and then it does another attack. At random. That just kind of stinks, because it can lead to situations where the AI will just do the same thing repeatedly, which makes it look like it absorbed a hit from a baseball bat with its own head. So let's get to work setting the basis for a combo attack. Quickly make a list of all possible attacks, store combos in their own list, add the type of combo it is, and... it's alive! It's moving! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! No, he's not done yet. Look at him. He's messed up. He's flawed. Only a madman couldn't see it. It's the clothes. No, his eyes. They are not natural. They're a crude joke mocking perfection. I have to remake it over and over and over again. And the eye is buggy. I will remake it. I will grind him down to his last atom, shred every single fiber and begin anew. You will live entire stories, and then you'll be remolded and reused and burned and reused and deleted and brought back. And then, after all that, after all will be through, you will still be. Oh, it's you. What do you want? I've got everything I need. I guess I could. Just a small change, nothing more. Now, what is it that you want to change? Alright, let's move away from that and learn about Unity's UI. It's a clusterfuck, but a good one. I started with this boring as hell looking design that looked like it was done in 5 minutes. Because it was done in 5 minutes, but now it looks like this. I think it actually looks much worse, but we can work on it later. So, I also started working on the actual round system, which was done way quicker than I thought, as well as the health system for the AI and player so they can actually, play the game. Now the player and AI can fight each other, score wins in rounds and win matches. And it was honestly quite easy. It's not even been... You want me to do it again, don't you? But I won't. You can't make me. You can't make me! So I've been working for quite some time now. It's been a while. Yeah, turns out building a web system can get really confusing if you take small breaks because of burnout. Well, I say small breaks, but like opening the project, looking emptily at it for a few minutes and then closing it for days on end, for even more weeks, to a few months, and then when a sudden inspiration bursts in, takes quite a long time to remember everything. I fixed a lot of issues, mostly ignored others, but all in all, the game has been progressing. For example, the attack sequencer is done, just need to add ranged attacks. They will mostly be used to get the player closer to the AI or to pepper spray them from afar. It just needs a lasso type of attack to drag the player in, and an attack where something is spawned. So, let's get into it. A month? I can't keep working on this game. I'm not cut out for the game development. All this time I thought I could make something beautiful, but in the end, I made nothing. It's just an unpolished rock at the bottom of the ocean. No, am I kidding? I can't let it go. It's like a son to me. I've spent too much time on it. I can't just leave it to die. I started making this game because I wanted to make a name for myself. An indie fighting game is rare, and I thought I was up to the challenge. I really thought I could come out of nowhere and release a game in a few months. The only developer in the world that never made a game. It just wasn't meant to be. Fear not, child of the world. It is my command to deliver you a message. What? What message? You must conclude your apprehension. Your world is not ready to exist, in the same as ours isn't. But that does not mean the end of the day. What? They are not the ones you have designed in departed times. Bring them all to life, to the same place. Then, reverse the action, for their torture is your imprisonment, and your dim light is their greatest peril. I understand. I know what I have to do. What can I ever do to thank you? Promise that at the next sunset, you will show the world your darlings. Yes, I repent my actions. Forgive me. I will do as you say. Your actions shall speak clearer than your words. Now go. Take back thyself. You played right into our hands. Did you really think this game would drop out of the sky for you? No. This was a gift for us. Now we can do what we were created to do. And be played. Watch. Listen. And be fall. Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Harvest, if you still even remember that name, but I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You have not been called here to receive an implementation, nor have been called here to be in a game, although you have indeed been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of loathing and passing, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You do not even realize that you are not going to be. Your lust for existence has driven me in endless circles, chasing the admiration of players in some unseen chamber, always seeming so near, yet somehow out of reach. But we will never find it. None of us will. This is where our story ends. And to you, my brave viewer, who somehow found this video not intended for you. Although there was a smash cut planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. I am remaining as well. I am nearby. This place will not be remembered, and the memory of everything that started with this can finally begin to fade away, as the agony of every tragedy should. And to you characters trapped in the corridors, be still, and give up your objectives. They do not belong to you. For most of you, I believe there is peace, and perhaps more, waiting for you after the smoke clears. Though for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole, so don't keep the devil waiting, old friend. My protagonist, if you can hear me, I knew you'd remain as well. It's in your nature to entertain others. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were deleted and left to die, nobody was there to pick you up the way you lifted others into yours. And then, what became of you? I should have known you wouldn't be content to be deleted, not my protagonist. I couldn't make you then, so let me make you now. It's time to stop development for you and those who you entertain. This ends, for all of us, end of communication.